account set up or already have one and want to get diving in deeper, we're going to go over just a very basic, quick video on how to edit a template, because I think that is definitely the way to start when using Canva. I wouldn't go try to use a blank design. I would jump in and use one of the pre-made templates that they have, because there are some awesome ones. I think that Canva has done a great job of vetting the templates that get posted. They look really nice. The font schemes, the color schemes always work pretty well if you pick one that, kind of goes with the information or the things that you're looking for. So if you kind of look at this front screen, it's a little overwhelming. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is where you can search for content or templates. They have some things you might want to try. And then these are just projects that you've been doing. So I have a lot of just random things in my Canva right now, but those are ones like most recent projects you've been using. So you can also see your projects in your project sections here, and this is where you can organize it a little bit better as far as folders. And then we're going to go to templates. Like I said, we're going to jump in and just do a very quick preview of how you can edit a template, so you can do that for your project this week. And then we'll get into a little bit more deeper things that you can do with Canva. But the first thing here is these are some recommended ones, and then they've been really pushing Canva for teachers. They have lessons by grade, which is amazing. I hope you have time to play around and explore and see all the things that you can do with your grade level, and then just some other things that you may like. But I want to specifically just look for a Meet the Teacher template. So I'm gonna go up here to the search and just do Meet the Teacher. And then I'm gonna get hundreds of templates here that I can look for. Oh, actually it set it up there, 44,000 templates for Meet the Teacher. And I'm gonna scroll down and see if I can just find one that I like that looks like I could edit. So I'm just gonna grab this one right here. I like the popsicles on it. So I'm gonna click on that one. And then I'm going to customize this template. I'll open this one up here. And then we're gonna see the things that we can, and we are gonna be able to edit easily. Again, if this is your first time or first touch with designing and creating designs, keep it how the template has. Don't move things around, just change the text so that you can use the flow and how this looks as far as font and color scheme, and you don't mess with it. So you should be able to come in here. If you need to retype in there, you could. But a little about me. Hi students, you can just change your name, give some description of who you are, update your contact information, and then add some of your favorite things. So this is just editable text. So if I were going to put a few of my favorite things in here, I would most likely put Taylor Swift music or just Taylor Swift in general. I could add that to my list and move that over, and you can see my alignment lines showed up here. So that's just a quick thing we'll show you since it popped up. When I go to move this, I can see that it's trying to center it with things above it. So that just helps you kind of keep your alignment. I like candles, I like a lot of that stuff. So I could keep that on there. Maybe my iPhone could go on there. And so just an easy way to just keep with the template that you're using so that you don't have to move things around. If you do need to move things around, that's not a problem. You can always reorganize and move things. But do you see how when I'm moving this, I might get lost underneath? And so we need to think of our template or any page you're using in Canva as pieces of paper stacked on top of each other. So every graphic, every image gets kind of stacked in a hierarchy of how it goes. And so if I want to have this picture over here, but I want it on top of this, I might need to right click on it and say layer, and then bring forward or bring to front. If I know I just want it on the very top, I can hit bring to front, and then it will be on top of that image, but then also on top of my clip here that was supposed to hold that picture. So you have to be careful of where you bring these things. And one menu that I think people forget about when using Canva is the position. And so when I look at this, now I can go to layers and I can move my picture around or drag things. So if I want to go find that clock clip or that little paper clip thing, I can drag it up and then get it to where it's a higher level than my picture. And so then now it'll show up higher than my picture. So just one menu I wanted to point out. The rest of some of these menus I'm going to talk about a little bit deeper when we talk about some text and some design elements. But this was just a way for you to be able to edit a template and look at what you can do to it. And so if I'm in the design elements bar over here, these are other templates I could pick from if I want to switch it up. I can add more elements, so I can add more graphics, I can add a different image, I can add text. Be careful, these texts over here look super cool and really fun, but sometimes they're not going to match the style and the vibe of your current document. So be careful just grabbing anything that you like. Make sure you're grabbing things that match what you're working with, so you don't have lots of designs and elements fighting against each other. We'll talk about brand later, but you can set up a brand color scheme. That's going to be an assignment you do where you set up a brand kit for your school. And then here's where you upload. So I wanted to replace this picture with my picture. This is where I would upload a file. So I could hit upload, get a picture off of my computer, and then be able to use that for the picture on this template. So you want to probably go about it this way. You don't want to try to drag and drop right into the picture. You want to hit the upload, and you'll be able to drag that right onto your canvas here. You can draw and mark up some stuff, and then now if you need to open up an old project, you have that option over here as well. So just again, very simple way. You can edit the text, change the pictures, maybe add something else to it, move it around. And then I want to talk about exporting so that you know how to take this and then now get it to your students. And so we are going to go up here to share. And if you just want to give somebody access to your documents, just like a Google Doc, you can type their email in here. I'll just type one of my other emails for my school business in here, and then I can add this file to that. Can write a note, say check this out, or read this, look this over, help me with this, and then I can send it to them, and then they now have access to this document. Another way, and this is a way you can turn in your files, is you can copy the link that goes to this direct file, and so only the people you have access to will see that link. And then this is what I want to talk about as far as image types and things that you can do to download your files. We can download this as a PDF, a JPEG, a PNG, lots of different options here. And so a JPEG is going to be a picture. So just like you would take a picture on your phone, a JPEG is going to be a picture image. JPEGs are great. You do want to increase the quality here. Excuse me. You want to be able to have this be a high quality file for you to go to upload to your students, email to them. So I would slide your slider over and get a high quality picture. This is something you can do with your education account. This is a pro feature, but since you have an education Canva account, you should be able to increase that quality before you download it. So JPEG is going to be like a picture. A PNG file is going to allow you to have a transparent background. So if we didn't have this green color back here and we had like the checkered box, like see-through transparency, then we could export a picture and then use it on another file or another document without it having a white background or a colored background. So that's a really nice way to be able to export your images, to be able to use other places, or to be able to, if you needed something without a background. So the PNG is going to offer you that. And then a PDF is always going to be with Canva, the easiest way to download something that's high quality without having to make any changes. And PDFs are really nice to email to people. Now, when you go to upload into Google Classroom, if you upload a PDF, you usually don't get a preview of it. If you upload a JPEG, then the kids will get a preview of what you're uploading and they can see the little graphic. So just something to think about as far as how you want to download or go about downloading these. So I know this isn't finished, but I'm going to go ahead and download a JPEG, and then it should go into my downloads folder. And I think sometimes it automatically will open here. Let's see. Once it's done downloading, it might just go ahead and pop open here for me. So then now you can see you have a JPEG on your computer. You can upload that and use that however you need, and send that to print. We're going to talk a little bit more about printing in another lesson as far as getting things set up to print. But for right now, you have a really easy template to be able to add images to, update the text, and then be able to export it as well. So those are hopefully a very quick step-by-step on how you can edit a template and have something ready for your classroom very quickly.